Welcome back, trainers, and this is going to be your final call to TM frustration away from your shadow Pokemon during the event in your area from 11 till 2 p.m. local time, depending upon when you are watching this and where you do live. So we're going to go over a few examples as to how shadow Pokemon are just so dang good. The only problem, and we all obviously know this, is the fact that it is going to be a very steep investment. Is that investment going to be worth it for that extra DPS? I'm going to say depending upon the Pokemon. Yes, it is going to be definitely worth it if you do have the Stardust. Now, legendaries are going to be expensive. Obviously, we gotta, purchase that secondary move. They're always going to cost a lot of rare candies or candies in general. And even Stardust 100,000. That's a little bit pricey, right? But other Pokemon are not going to be as expensive. Pretty much a lot of them, though. You have Dragonite, Tyranitar. If that secondary move is something you're thinking about purchasing, it is going to cost quite a bit. But it's going to be worth it, right? A lot of these Pokemon. Now, let me just tell you this. This Gardevoir, I can't believe I actually got this a couple days ago. Absolutely amazing. All right, it's going to be a 14, 13, 15. Now, comparing it to my 100% Gardevoir, both of them with the same moves, right? Look at the DPS difference. So the Shadow is sitting at 40.1 DPS. That's pretty good. That's in PvE, going up against gyms and raids. And then the 100%, same move, is sitting at 33.3. That is a massive difference. Yes, the investment is going to be a lot more expensive for the Shadow, but you're going to be doing a lot of damage. Now, even at a 0, 0, 0, this Gardevoir Shadow will be doing more than a 100% IV. Pretty awesome stuff. So definitely going to TM away frustration on this the second the event does start. And then I'm going to go out there and hunt various different Pokemon to see what I can do. Now, something else to take note of is Pokemon that are going to be doing good in general up against raids, top tier Pokemon in their Shadow form are just going to be doing that much better. So, the choice is yours depending upon what you want to invest in, right? A lot of Pokemon are actually going to have to use an Elite TM, unfortunately, to get some of these exclusive moves. But you can wait till December, just TM away frustration on some of your Community Day Pokemon and wait. Hopefully December will bring a mass Community Day for us, returning for all the previous Pokemon. Now, taking a look at Pokebattlers comparison for the best fighting type. Look at Shadow Machamp now, guys. Doing better than Conkeldurr, doing better than Lucario, and not by just a little, but by quite a bit. Alright, so if you find yourself a Shadow Machamp with good attack IVs, you may want to consider powering that up and make sure you definitely TM away frustration so you can have a secondary move in PvP. Now, going over to PvPoke, taking a look at the Great League, we're just going to go over the Shadow Pokemon here, just going down the list. Some of them are going to be performing pretty good. But some of them are going to not be as good as their regular forms, right? Remember, they're going to be taking 20% more damage, but then also giving out 20% more damage. So we already know, done some comparisons with Mawile, and I mean, honestly, if I had to pick the regular Mawile or the Shadow, I'm definitely going to go Shadow. Yes, it's taking a little bit more damage, but the damage output is just so much better, right, folks? So Shadow Sableye, if you're able to get your hands on one of those, don't think that they're actually in the stops. They might be for this event, but if you do have one just lying around from the past, make sure you TM away that frustration, because it's going to be something you definitely want to have later on, especially if we're going to be able to make it evolve Shadow Pokemon. That's going to be the most OP broken thing in this game to date. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine? Do you think they're going to let us TM away frustration, or should I say mega evolve our Shadow Pokemon? I don't know. We'll have to see, but it's going to be broken if they do allow us to do so. So moving down the list here, as you can see, the Shadow Suicune's not going to be doing as good as the regular one. And then, there's a few others here that are going to be performing good. You have the Machamp, that's actually going to be performing better than the regular Machamp. Also going to be pretty squishy, but Shadow counter damage, that's just, sounds so crazy, right? So I can't wait to go out there and try to get one. I haven't really been out there doing rocket stops, and I've had my radar on, so I haven't really been battling the regular grunts too much. So hopefully I can find myself one of those Machops to invest in potentially. We'll have to see what's going on. I do have a bunch of Pokemon lined up to TM away frustration. This is going to be great, and I even TM away frustration on certain Pokemon that I don't even really plan to use. I just want them, lying around and ready to go for something that I could potentially, use in the future. You never know. They might get a community day, right? Since we're doing all these weird voting and things like that for the community days. And also, Pokemon that do not have 2 evolutions, like starter Pokemon, are now eligible. Pokemon like Vulpix were potentially going to be on the table for a community day, which it did not get picked, unfortunately. But you have that to think about. People were really attacking me and saying before the voting system, like I was going over potential Pokemon that can get a community day, and a few on the list were Pokemon that only have 1 evolution, and people were like, no, that can't happen, it's only going to be 3 evolutions, which is fair. We didn't know at the time, and it was a valid statement, I suppose. But now, well, the fact of the matter is we're going to be able to potentially get those. So think about all that kind of stuff and factor it in. And even though you may want to evolve all of these shadow Pokemon that you did TM away frustration, hold off on doing so. Maybe evolve 1 and have a couple. So when they do get a community day, you can just evolve it without having to use an elite TM. Because even though we're going to be able to start stacking these elite charge TMs and elite quick TMs, it doesn't necessarily mean you want to just throw them away like that, right? I wouldn't call it throw it away, but if you play it smart, you're going to be able to preserve it and hold on to them a little bit longer and use them for potentially legendaries, 100% IVs that you do have maxed out that can get a exclusive move in the future via just rating, right? So going up against Cliff for my first time here, not difficult. The hardest one I'm going to have to say is Sierra, right? And even if her Laprases have Water Gun, I don't even think it's too difficult, to be honest. I'm yet to go up against her with any sort of ice quick moves. Pretty much a lot of them that I'm getting, the Sierras, are back-to-back Lapras. So hopefully I'm, crossing my fingers that I can run into a Sierra with a double Lapras with ice quick moves, because, well, I'm up for the challenge. I keep seeing you guys saying that it's extremely difficult and you're having to use steel types. Somebody even recommended a very unique Pokemon, which I think I might test out. So can't wait for that. Hopefully I'll be able to find one today. As far as what am I going to be doing more, Grunts or Rocket Leaders? I think Rocket, or no, Grunts. Let's go Grunts, because yeah, I want the Shadow Shinies. That'd be great, but they're not like Pico. I don't care about that. Lapras definitely is pretty good. Grimer Shiny Shadow? That'd be nice, but I'm not too concerned. I'm more concerned about the Grunts and what they personally do have, right? So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I do have that 100% Porygon. Did you see that? Named it Algorithm, right? Because it is a 100% Porygon, and Algorithm also 100% fact. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the Sierra here. I know I just triggered so many people by saying that, right? I can't say it's fact, but evidence has been put on the table. I don't want to really talk about that right now. And anyways, going in here with the Venusaur, these are not 1500. The last one going up against Cliff definitely was, but this is not. Didn't want to just mess around. I think I was a little bit tired, and I was like, max out Pokemon, let's go. Whatever. Best buddies that are not equipped, right? You can see that best buddy ribbon on Venusaur there. Looks pretty funny a little bit. Looks like it's not really completely on the Venusaur. But anyways, just going to town here with these frenzy plans. Like I said, I don't know why I keep getting the water guns. Like, I've literally went up against so many Sierras with Lapras, and yet all of them are water gun. And Sharpedo, oh my gosh, this is probably the easiest set to go up against. Easy money, especially with a Alakazam with Psycho Cut. Ew, it's too easy. We're just going to go in here with the Omega, get off a Bug Buzz, and take the win. Simple as that. So, trainers, don't forget TM away frustration, right? I just wanted to put this quick video out for you guys, so in case you're, forgot or something like that, who knows? You never know. Our lives are pretty busy, and things happen, and you forget about certain events that are going on in Pokemon Go because there is so much going on right now, and all the time. I love it. Anyways, thanks for watching, trainers. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.